everybody, today we're making soap. I got chapped lips. Don't you hate it when you get chapped lips? Anyway, so I'm gonna put a few videos at the beginning of every one of these videos, and then it'll stop, you know, repeating, and you'll have the final preparations of each one of these soaps. So we'll have like how to make boo-boo soap, you know, how to make, you know, this soap, how to make that soap. So there'll be a couple of different videos, but you're gonna see the same things at the very, very beginning. So if you've already seen this once, it doesn't mean you've seen this video. Okay, so now we're starting to see, this is soap that's been in gel. Let me get the spoon, hang on. Okay, so here is our gelled soap. Sometimes it'll be stiffer than this. And here is the soap, okay? And as it's cooking, it slowly just comes out of gel and goes into soap, or turns into soap. So when it gets going pretty good, you know, a pretty good little thick layer around it, especially when you start having it rise up like this is doing. This is rising up above the level. You can maybe see that. We want to stir it. Here you can see we got a pretty good sized band going around. Here we got an even bigger band of it. Here we're starting to get a little boily, fluffy, bubbly action over here. So we're going to stir all of these and then take our spatula and clean down the sides and clean our spoon good. Okay. This is our tingly, salty peppermint, and we're going to unplug them and put them like this. We've got some super fats to put in. I get my spatula. One gets color, one doesn't. One gets salt, one doesn't. So this is our shea butter, our glycerin, vitamin E, olive oil, coconut oil, all that kind of thing. And this is ground pink Himalayan salt, and it's ground to a powder. I thought I would give that a whirl. But we're gonna wait until this cools before we put the salt in it. If you put the salt in before it's cooled, it causes the soap to be really hard to stir and mold, especially. All right, and we're trying something different. Last time I used paprika and turmeric, I believe, to make an orange. But this time, thanks to Leslie that sent me a sample, a free sample of madder root, we're going to try madder root in it this time. And we've got 2 big heaping tablespoons in here. And madder root is really nice to give us a pretty pink. And so we're going to see how we like that in a peppermint soap, because this is the salty peppermint. And if you're doing this at home, you could put the salt and the colorant in the same crock pot and just do a batch of solid. But I found a long time ago that the salt soap, once you put salt in it, it makes it harder to make pretty designs and stuff like that. And so if I do a double batch, then one side of it will be salt and the other side will be regular. So one that's not as stripping for the skin, because salt soap is pretty stripping. It's pretty healing to the skin too, just like getting in the ocean, but still salt soap is pretty stripping. And so all I'm going to do is just stir that, let it cool. And so I like to have the flexibility in this one of the molding. So I'll put the salt on the bottom or the salt on the top, and then I'll swirl them together, and this one will have more flexibility because there's no salt in it, so I'm still able to get a pretty design out of the soap, even with the fact that I have got a salt soap. But you could easily color the soap, take half of it and put in one mold and half of it and put in another mold. I mean, take half of it and divide it between two molds. Then add your salt, stir that up, and put that half on the other two, on top of those two, and then swirl them together with a spoon. But everything would be this color. And so I think it's also pretty to have the diversity of color of the fact that part of it's got salt in it and part of it don't. And I don't color the part that has salt. Now, this is my first time to use Pink Himalayan Salt in a soap. And so we're just going to have to see how it performs, if it gives us any color, you know, that kind of thing. We don't know what's going to happen. Somebody may, because they've tried it, but I've not tried it, so I don't know what's going to happen. So there you go. We're going to cool this down to 160, and then we're going to add this, and then immediately add our peppermint. Okay, so about every 5-10 minutes, you'll see that you're crisping up. I'm just going to put this clip on all the soaps I'm making. So the soap I'm making in this video may be a different color than this one, but because it's white, you can really see the crispies forming. And so you really just have to turn this over. You want to dig down and stir it really good. The heat from the bottom needs to be released. And then you just take your spatula, clean your sides, clean your spoon, and put your lid back on and let it continue to cool. Now, ever so often, when you're getting close, you take a candy thermometer. This is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. I find it to be the most accurate. The little ray gun thermometers, I did some tests with those, and this thing gives me a better reading on the temperature of the soap than anything I've found. And so now we can check the temperature, and we're up to 170. It's going to keep moving. We got to get to 160, so we've got time. So I'm not going to find out exactly how hot it is, because I know it's over 160 and I know it's not close. So there you go. We just keep checking the temp and keep stirring. Okay, guys, I was just checking the temperature, and looks like we've got where we're looking to get nearly. Yeah, right at what, 162 here. So by the time I put the salt in it. So this is where we don't know what's going to happen. I had chunks of Pink Himalayan Salt that I sell for $1 a chunk in the store. And so I ground it to a powder. As you can see, it is a powder. And I don't know if it's going to go pink. I picked some of the pinkish looking ones. So I don't know if it's going to stay white, because like when I started grinding it, it just turned white. Or if it is going to turn pink. And this will be a much smoother bar. There won't be as much exfoliating skin grabbing, so that's nice. It'll be smoother. I hope we're not going to get powder chunks, because salt has always blended well, but because it's in a sort of the consistency of powdered sugar, we are getting some lumps. So it might have been that we needed to save a little liquid from the super fats and blend that in. But it looks like we're definitely staying white, and we're smelling salty. So, and we are getting some lumps. But that may be, as it sits there, that will blend in well. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, see, as I stir, I'm picking it up out of the bottom. But that may melt into the soap really nicely, and then I may have lumps, and if I get powder lumps, then that means it has to be blended into some liquid oil before it goes in here to cause it to then blend into the soap completely. So I'm definitely getting powder lumps, but I don't think that they're going to be like scratchy to the skin, because they've because it's literally like bentonite clay or activated charcoal. It's not going to be offensive to the skin. Okay. Yeah, we're right at 160 over here, and it's partner in crime. And Bridget, can you stir these down to low and keep them from getting crunchy on me?
Uh-huh.
All right. I see a little crunchy there. I'm gonna get rid of that little booger. All right, so now we're going to do our peppermint, and of course we're using Essential Depot's organic peppermint essential oil. So let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 tablespoons of peppermint. This is a 2 tablespoon measurer. Oh, that stuff smells good. There's nothing like the real thing that has not had any thing robbed from it and sold into the food industry. All right. Yeah, I'm still getting some white lumps. Maybe it'll look good. I guess we'll see. Remember, this is a double batch, so each one of these crock pots is doing 22 bars. She smells so good, but I am going to go with 2 more. This soap is not named tingly, salty tingly peppermint for nothing, is it, baby?
That's right.
That's right. Will you start stirring this one for me?
Yeah.
Okay, that is well stirred.
Ooh, it's got that. I can smell it from here.
Oh, that's like you just fell into a peppermint candy factory. So we're settling on 6 tablespoons of peppermint
I think it's
per
good.
batch. You think it's in there good?
I think so.
Let me just give it a check up on myself. Have to feel satisfied, because if you don't blend all your essential oils up in there well enough, what happens, Bridget?
It leaks.
They weep out of the soap when it cures, which is no fun to have weeping soap you can't sell. All right. So now, okay, my memory card got full. I forgot to clean out last time's videos off of there. So we've got our essential oil of peppermint in. And now we are going to fill the bottom of the mold with peppermint soap that is colored in the madder root. I think that looks good. It's going to be sort of like a train. tingly, salty peppermint. Totally happening cool. Trains run off the track. Okay, sometimes you end up with a little bit more here or there, but you'll level it with the white. I mean, you can be like, you know, Mr. Perfectionist on it. But if I find, and see, this is already getting stiffer than the other soap, a lot less fluider. So I'm going to stir it up first. And, oh, I need a spoon, Bridget, quickly. I'm always behind the times on what I'm supposed to be doing. And you can't let this sit too much. You got to pretty much do it right then and there. We're doing our candy cane stripe across the top. And sometimes it's a spoon. Sometimes you just have to clean the spoon once, and then it'll drag again properly. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if y'all was able to see that well. I think so. So, plop, plop, plop. Maybe just a little bit more ploppy. A little bit more right there. It's so hard to tell sometimes. Clean your TEA spoon. See how sometimes once the spoon gets dirty. Bridget, get me a cleaner spoon. There we go. Now it's coming over good. Sometimes it's like the spoon, when it gets, stuff gets stuck to it, then you can't get it to bring that over that salt soap. And that salt soap is so... it just gets so hard to deal with. That's why I like to use one non-salt and one salt. No TEA spoons available?
No, I accidentally dropped it.
There was like plenty of TEA spoons.
Oh no. Oh, here they are. They're dirty. They got washed.
They were dirty and they got washed. It just didn't look like we had enough red over there. So I'm going to attempt to poke that in the corner, and maybe I won't regret it. Alright, salty peppermint. The madder root is awesome. Sometimes I turn the crock pot back on when I put the salt in it. To get it molted again. So you do this little shaky thing when you come over the top. That one did pretty good. Quit torturing me. Alright. Yeah, this last one's going to be hard. It's getting really stiff. See that? I'm going to have to fight it. I should have turned my crock pot on and got it hot. And I didn't because I forgot that salt can be a pain in the butt. And I don't have, I think, as much red in here. And I've ended up with more salt soap in this one. So this one may be one we take home and use at home. But we'll see if we can get it going. Come on, let's see if we can make it work. I should have turned that crock pot on. Sometimes this bar will get air pockets in it too that you just can't get out. And if I just turn that crock pot on the salt soap, this wouldn't have happened. Let's see if it's salvageable. I tell you, this is looking pretty rough. So that when you say I show you the good, the bad, and the ugly, what you should have done, what you would have done, and what you could have done, but what you didn't do. So you'll do it right. But turn that salt soap back on to keep it hot. And so this loaf of here will probably go in the discount bin, and I'll take a few home with me. We'll see. I'm gonna pound it down and see what happens with it, and see if we can. Oh, there's some really pretty there we could take across the top. That makes it look better. Thought I might find some more, and I didn't. But these bars right here are definitely going to be, throw them in the discount bin. Another thing you can do right now is stick this in the oven. You know, 250 degrees maybe. Try to molten it a little bit, and then bang it. See if you can make it look prettier. So there you go. Ta-da! Happy soaping, everybody. Did we have some happy soaping yesterday?
Lots of happy soaping yesterday.
We got done at a decent time, didn't we? And then we got to have some fun.
Yep.
What did we do?
We made a video for Deep Digger Day.
Deep Digger Day. And he's like, make videos, you know, for me, asking people to give to my charity, which is the Rays of Sunshine, which is the English version of
Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish. That's right. And so we're really excited about that. And so we did the video, and I sent it to him yesterday, but of course I uploaded a copy, and I'm going to put it at the end of the video so everybody can see it.
Yay!
Yes. All right. And I still got chapped lips, but I'm better. Are you coming through, baby?
I don't think we can pay it.
Oh, well, just come on.
They should be there, work.
It'll be all right.
It'll be all right. People like a little entertainment, and this string here is a little loose. And he went back to see if I had in my tool bin the right stuff.
Where's Puddles?
Right behind me.
The cat is still very upset with us because we brought Puddles with us.
Let's see how this works. Okay, you got to loosen this.
I was
She's
just
giving
saying.
us evil looks, and all her hair was standing up.
Yeah, there is a dog in the house. And what's so crazy, she likes dogs.
Yeah.
But
they're in her place. This is her place.
this is her territory.
Yeah.
And right now she's pacing in front of this table, switching her tail. Like, how dare you bring that filthy, mangy dog in here?
Oh, there he is. He's under the table.
Is that
That's why.
tight?
Oh, that's why she's doing it. I don't know.
See if that feels about right.
Okay, let me see.
And I'll lock it.
Oh, I got a good sound out of that.
You want to
Okay, lock the little booger. You see, you need men for things like this. And y'all women, some of y'all women out there going like, I can do that stuff for myself. Well, I got a whole list of stuff I gotta do. And I'm just grateful to have a man around that understands some things that I could probably figure it out. I could Google it, right? I could Google it. We could Google it.
You Google it,
We could Google it.
but I don't want it.
But it'd take us, what, an hour?
Mm-hmm.
And
Plus, we don't have the same physical strength in our hands.
we don't have man muscles. We got girl muscles.
But now I can open a jar of pickles better than Michael though.
I know, I find that true too. Sometimes I can get jars open better
Michael
than
be sitting
mine.
there going, "Urgh," and he's gonna break that jar in half. "Urgh," and I'm like, give me that. Thank you. And he's like, how do you do that? I was like, I got the right grip. That's all it is. We can grab it better.
Maybe
But,
that's what it is.
yeah, but for men, you know, they have that better hand muscle. Like he was gonna break that jar in half. He was, oh, yeah, he wanted his hands.
Did you get it? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, give me a second and I'll tell you if it worked.
Okay.
Alright, so
It's
just,
been giving you trouble.
Which
Yeah.
one you got him first? Which one? Which one?
it's always been just a little loose, that one straight. We gotta go with our lighter colored soaps first. So this video will be at the end of each soap because
We did a whole bunch of soap videos.
yeah, but I'm doing separate videos on the soaps, but a few clips will be interchangeable. And so instead of just doing a cut video for each soap, I said, oh, we'll just do the cut video and stick it on the end.
Yeah.
And
Is that because we can't have super long videos no more?
well, they have cut me down to an hour. Asses. Oh,
The gall.
the gall. It's horrible.
A little better, but I think it needs to be a little tighter.
Oh well, we'll do a second one before we give up. Okay, so this is the honey and oats.
Show
So
them.
take them over there and show them the beautiful gold color on the inside. It lightens back out, and it's just gorgeous. And right now it
There we
smells
are.
like oats and honey, like you've been making.
Aren't they
you've got
pretty?
A bowl of oats and honey in front of you, sweetened
They
with
smell
honey.
so good.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones. It's called the plain Jane. That's what we call it, plain Jane.
Come all the way up. You can't.
Pick up Puggles and bring him over here. You'll have to pick him up to tote him over here in range
No, he'll get up here.
so that he'll be in the video.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
See, he was supposed to be a pug.
He too
He
fast.
is a pug.
He's a really big pug.
He took after the American pug.
Say
What was it?
hello,
His
you
dad was
two.
American and his mom is Chinese.
No, his mom was American and his dad was the China pug.
Whoever it was, he's fat.
Yeah, but he thinks he's a little dog.
He ain't.
Okay, see, I sleep on the couch at night, but there was a bad storm last night, and we found him at the foot of the bed. He's like, I don't know about you, but I'm getting in here where everybody else is.
Yeah, makes me glad China has her crate with her stuffed animal for comfort.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about this. So here it is. And there is our honeycomb. Now we'll just break off.
The quick piece.
No, it's sort of the stuff that floats up around the edges, gets on the side of the moles. We'll cut that off. In some cases, you can actually take a little bit of a knife and just skin around it and get it, maybe make it prettier. But there you go. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's the trick I found, is swirl that soap and get fresh hot soap on there right before. Do you mind just going ahead and putting it up before we mess it up?
Shall I rinse it off so it's ready next time?
No, just let it there. We'll rinse it next time. We'll rinse it. I don't want the sound of the running water in the background.
Oh, okay.
They won't hear me talking, and we couldn't have them miss out on me talking. Okay. Ha-ha. There you go. It looks to me like it's doing really good, babe.
Okay.
So I think you were successful. I think you were very successful on
You need
that.
to invest whatever size wrench that takes. You need 2 of them. You need to invest in them.
Okay.
Right.
Well, were those not my wrenches?
This is not the proper wrench for that.
Oh,
You
it's
need
not
2.
the proper wrench. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be
But
better.
those were the wrenches from the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we let them have a close-up of the
I'm
honeycomb?
going to.
Okay.
She just wanted to do it. She wanted to bring it over here and show it to you. Isn't that gorgeous? Say, bees do it and we do it. There you go. All right, so the next white soap is our lotion bar. And as I said, you can save some of the chunks. Just put it in there, sort of swirl the top a little bit, and then just put your final chunks in the top. And they won't be coated with soap on the top. Just make sure you get them in there good enough they're not going to fall out or detach.
Go back here.
Oh yeah, that's working beautifully.
That.
Da 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 da.
Let's do it.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
showing
the bigger
that one.
chunks too.
You like the bigger chunks?
Yeah. More color.
More color.
Yeah, look how pretty.
What are we waiting on, baby?
What we're waiting on,
Yeah, what are we waiting on?
metal detector.
Yes, our Ace 2, is it 250?
Yeah.
Our Ace 250 is en route. There is a FedEx man right now that has my metal detector.
And they're coming here.
And they're coming here. We're so excited.
Do I get to go with you when you do the metal detector thing?
You can go with me some, but today,
Oh, I'll get you today.
yeah. Oh, look at the pretty red one.
Yeah. Shall we let them see this one?
I don't know if the other one had red on or not. Just go show me. It won't hurt.
I don't remember.
I think it did.
Look how pretty. I like the little whites. You know,
I know.
Crispies.
Many-
I like the little white Crispies.
Many
in the soap.
people really like the Crispies, and they send me messages about it. Don't fuss about those. We really like those.
Yeah.
You know, it gives it a rustic appeal.
It makes, I know then for sure it's real soap.
You know then for sure it's real soap. You know then for sure it was made by me.
That's true. Or me.
Are you beating up the
The racks, yeah.
rats?
I knocked them and now
I'm gonna sick the Essential Depot man on you. They're so pretty.
I destabilized the stack.
And you never know where they're gonna come out. And when they're smaller, you know, you might have more per slice. And it happens every once in a while, you'll get a white slice. But on the other side,
Look at that one.
oh, isn't that pretty? But on the other side, it'll usually have color. There you go. So see, like here, nothing, just a little bit there. But there's some chunks. There's probably a chunk hiding in there. I see a dark spot right there and a dark spot right there. So maybe, or we can put this one in the discount bin.
Or I can just take it home.
Or you can just take it home, huzzy. Oh, I love the smell of that. I love the smell of that. Okay, so what's next, Bridget? Let's do the Restful Lavender.
Yeah.
Restful Lavender. I'm really excited about this new design technique. Get a new bin. That's got the one with the wheels on it, yeah. And just go ahead and set that one down. We're gonna get too many bars per square inch, and it helps some. I mean, if you need the space, that's cool, but I think spreading them out a little bit helps them to cure faster. Isn't that pretty? I call it the bundt cake. You know how you'll get a swirled bundt cake? So it's the bundt cake design. There you go. Anyway, so we've got our we've got our bucket and spade, and we're gonna go hunting. But when it gets here, the first thing we're gonna have to do is figure out how to put it together.
Yeah.
Then after we put it together,
then you gotta test it on some stuff so you know what you're detecting.
yes. You wanna go showing us that slice?
Yeah.
And that slice, isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
And you get, like, you'll get just white spots too where it just didn't touch at all. And remember on
How
this,
pretty.
I would smell it, Bridget, just smell it. Oh, there's nothing like that French lavender. Oh, these are pretty. Show them those two.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Look how pretty.
And guys, get yourself an Essential Depot cutter. It makes life so easy.
Yep.
Save up, buy yourself a cutter. And
It's
I do
worth it.
appreciate it if you use my link. It really helps me out. And the link will be in the description of this video.
Yeah, because we had one of those. There was a piece of wood with a little guide and a butcher knife. It was so slow. And this is so much faster.
Oh, look.
Oh, is that one?
Yeah, go show them that one.
Pretty.
We're just big hams for our soap.
Yeah, it looks like a solar system.
Looks like a solar system.
With stellar restful lavender. Blub, blub, blub.
Bridget, one of them, I somehow didn't, I got it too short. One, if you want to take that one home to bath the kids in when you're bathing them at night,
Yes.
help knock their little butts out.
Yes, and we already have our sleepy time oil, which is, you know, it's Jasper's oil because he has trouble sleeping sometimes.
Is that the restful lavender and argan oil? Good stuff.
Yep.
Okay. So, as you know, now that was the restful lavender. I call that restful lavender because it helps you rest and sleep. If you have somebody that's really having a nervous problem, you know, in their lives, they can use this, but tell them that it could, if they've not been sleeping, that when they take a bath or with it or take a shower with it, they could possibly not be able to refrain from sleeping. Just because their body relaxes, and then it's also a sleep aid, essential oil, but it's also for stress and anxiety and stuff like that, huh?
I'm already on it.
Yeah, so
Touching them.
yeah, but what I'm saying is you want to be cautious when somebody buys that and they're buying it for stress or something, because if they've not been sleeping well and they've got to go to work, you will use it that morning. Yeah.
The essential oil.
All right, so this is our salty, tingly peppermint.
I'm gonna cut that one first.
No, because that's that one.
I want to see what it looks like. It might be the most.
Did you show them what we made?
The other bar. No.
Yeah, we had this salty. There was a little wad left, and I hated to waste it. And a little bit of the peppermint, you know, around the edges. And then I saw this big lump. There was quite a bit of lavender around the edges, the restful lavender. So we decided to blend it, peppermint and lavender, with the sea salt. And so we took all the scraps and we put them in a plastic container and we smashed them down, and then we went and put them in the microwave. How many seconds did it take?
Right at, I think, 25. But
25 seconds.
I did it in a little phases, though. I did 10 seconds, and then did 10 seconds, and then it started foofing up.
Yeah, as soon as it starts foofing, you stir it once,
Yeah,
and then you let
pat it down.
and then you poof it, let it poof again. The second time you stir it, and then pack it down and stick it in the freezer.
Yeah.
And it stayed in the freezer for what, about 30 minutes or an hour?
Yeah, somewhere along those lines.
And
But
then
it
we
turned
just
real
got
pretty.
it out, and it was a flexible plastic piece. So I just, you know, took my heel in my hand and forced it out, and then we chopped it up in 4 pieces. And we're going to take that home with us and
Smells so
enjoy tingly, salty peppermint lavender.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, And I remembered this. When I make salt soap, I'll go ahead, like when it gets cool and I add the essential oils to it, or when it gets to the right temperature, I'll just go ahead and pop it up on low or high, you know, and the heat there just keeps things from seizing, because salt really makes hot processed soap seize when it starts cooling.
It dehydrates it.
And it keeps it fluid.
Yeah.
And I forgot to do that, so this last bar was very unfluid. It had no fluidity. No fluidity. And so I really thought that this pink Himalayan salt, when ground, would look pink. And it would be 2 shades of pink. But no. And thank you so much, Leslie, for the sample, because now I'm going to be able to see again what it looks like. Oh, and it's pretty. It's totally different than I expected, but
yeah.
it's very pretty. Let's see what if we. Oh, take one of those and one of those.
Okay.
Oh,
Pretty.
it's awesome. Much prettier than the I did. It might have been kayak.
Uh-oh, dropped it. Oh,
Yeah, are you throwing my soap?
I didn't mean to. Did not mean to.
Well, you can't sell that one, so make sure you put it over there with that one that you did.
Smushed it a little bit.
You smushed it too.
Just a little bit. It was an accident. Trying to flip it around so you can see the pretty
Oh, this one's got a cloud in it.
Put it over here.
Yeah,
with my
and put
pile.
that down and go wash your hands. And then you
Okay.
gotta show them the cloud.
Okay.
We got a real pretty cloud going on here.
We got a cloud.
Yeah. Oh, and we got hearts. These are really pretty. And they smell heavenly. And I can't imagine why that's white. It's pink Himalayan salt that I ground to a powder. And don't use a blender or something with upright teeth like that. I had to use the grating feature.
What happened when we put it in the upright one? All right, where's the cloud?
Huh? Oh, let's see. Hang on. There's the cloud.
Oh, there is a cloud. I'm gonna hold it with 2 hands. Don't lost it. No, drop it. See? All the fluffy. These were pretty.
Isn't it though?
These are kind of slipperier too.
Yeah. And the
That's why I dropped it. They're a little bit more slippery.
peppermint color. I mean, this really does simulate, in my opinion, a close candy cane appearance, even though it's not as red as it would be possibly. It really, really does do the job of being very closely appearing, having a candy cane look to it. So I'm really, really pleased with this. Oh, I have a dog lunging. Look, he's lunging. You gotta see. You can see right here's his legs in flight, in run. Here's his tail maybe sticking up. There's his head, and see he's galloping, so his legs are behind him.
Look at this one, Mom. Look.
Huh? Oh, that one's pretty. Oh, that was pretty. If you sell these on a website, make sure you put that designs vary.
Yeah.
And you will get chunks sometimes to fall off of salt bars, so be very cautious with it as you're cutting and moving it around. Once it cures, you're fine, but at first you will get some breakage, little crummies instead of, I don't know how to explain it exactly. Woo! Very pretty. Ooh, that one's pretty. But see how we've got little crumbs? We just got little crumbs.
Little crumbs.
Yep.
It's time for another layer.
Yes. All right, so what we'll do now is we'll change cutters.
Changing color.
Yeah, you know the little plastic bar that's sitting right there? Would you hand that to me?
Here you go.
Right, move those.
Is that what that's for?
That's what I use it for.
I've been wondering.
It's also considered a rest. If you're transporting, you can rest it.
Ah, so it's gonna go ding, 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 ding. The whole way there?
Yeah, it helps to prevent the wires, maybe too, from getting stretched. All right, so now we got tingly peppermint off the table. Uh-oh, I hadn't finished.
No, you've forgotten about the ugly one.
Yeah, this
Our
is the
ugly duckling.
Yeah, but it looks like we might end up having almost all the bars be okay. But we'll see. Sometimes whenever it gets out of pocket like this, it will also have air pockets. So, see, that one's okay. All right. These two are okay. They were salvaged. This one's okay. That one's okay. That one's okay. Even that one's okay. Ooh, and that one's even pretty. Now this one here,
It's okay.
it is. It has a little roughness to the top I'm not fond of, but it's okay. But now these two, I'm not selling that. They look fine actually. Well, this one doesn't. This one actually looks fine, but the top looks a little wonky. So
She's such a perfectionist.
let's put these over here to go in the discount bin or one to take home, that kind of thing.
See, our ugly duckling turned into a swan.
There we go.
Shall I wash the table? Or is it scraping it good? There's the shotgun.
All right, so now that was our tingly salty peppermint, and I didn't film this one on camera because I was tired, and I said, Bridget, you can do this one. Just put the essential oils in it and stick the put it in the molds and then push it over to me and I'll swirl the top. And so I didn't do the video on this one. I was bad.
She's currently busy at the moment.
And so, did you hear Bridget being so etiquetely well? She said she's currently busy right now. She's doing a video. All right, so I will take a second and see what that phone call is. All right, so I wanted to, would you show them what this looks like? This is our pine tar. That one don't look pretty enough. Yeah.
Better?
And the pine tar is for psoriasis, eczema, bug bites, rashes. We
The
call
dry
it,
itchies.
yeah, we call it the itch be gone soap. Start to write your and everything. And so that's that. And I have been so tired the last few days. I mean, it's like I just crash. I'm just crashing, just so tired. And it might be the antibiotics that have me on. But in any case, here is our Boo Boo soap. And it's so pretty. So, oh, and this is the wonderful baskets you can buy from Essential Depot. I love those things. You know, you can pick up your soap good out of it with them. It stabilizes your soap so you don't get cracks. It's awesome stuff. And you can stack your soap up. It's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so our Boo Boo soap, we've talked about that it is really great for if you have skin issues, especially non-healing skin issues. Oregano is, of course, good for other things. Frankincense is good for other things, but it's really good essential oils for your boo-boos. So this is Boo Boo soap, and I should have wiped the tines before I cut this because there was just a little bit of the brown, and so I've got just little bits of brown on the top edges of the Boo Boo soap. And this stuff smells so good in the shower. This one and my veggie soap is my favorite ones for the smell in the shower. And Steve came to bed last night, and guess what he smelled like?
He smelled like your Reggie soap?
No, he smelled like cocoa butter. Oh. And you know the cocoa butter and lavender soap we make? He smelled just like cocoa butter. I was like, come here. Oh gosh, come here. He smelled awesome. Oh man.
So he got into the soaps.
Yep. We have a soap selection.
Yeah, I do too.
And he's been really dry skinned, and that cocoa butter and lavender is awesome. And it's great right before bed too, of course. But it has some regular lavender and some French lavender in it. So take these. Well, I guess those two. Three's too hard to carry, isn't it?
Yes.
Over there.
And they're just a tad bit slippery in their non-cured state.
Yeah, and you cure these for 5 to 7 days. And I recorded mixing the lye and a whole bunch of little segments on how to make this soap. And they're not on the SD card. They're just not there. Yeah.
That's so
all the important bits was there, but
little clips and all
but the clips of me, you know, talking about how to measure oils, and the clips with me talking about how to, you know, mix lye and mixing the lye and the oils together and all that stuff, nothing. They're just gone. So and so huh?
Did we lose it when we had our power outage?
No, that wouldn't have affected it.
No.
It's a battery operated camera. It just had a brain fart, that's all I know. That's what I call it, a brain fart. My camera had a brain fart. And it was sort of stinky too, because I didn't get my clips that I put together for y'all guys. I was trying to do some really in-depth funness. But I didn't,
we had some hilarious antics in there too.
I know, and they're just not there. They're gone. So, anyway, but I'll do it next time. Again, I'm with you guys, and I hope you're with me. And I really do appreciate you being there for me. and posting comments and letting me know that that I've helped you or that you like the video. I appreciate you for hitting the share button and sharing it on your Facebook or Twitter or wherever. I really do love it when you hit the thumbs up button. It really, it helps the video too, which helps me. And I know you have to sit through the commercials, and I really do appreciate that you do that for me. And I hope that I do enough in return for you that it makes it worth it. All right. Are you tired?
I'm tired.
I'm not tired.
I got a whole long day ahead of me of cleaning.
Well, I'm a little tired. But I'm not tired.
Soapiness.
I'm like that 2-year-old that's like, bed, what's that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not tired.
No, you're like the kid before Christmas because your presents are going to be under the tree.
There you go. Yeah, that's right, because I'm waiting on my metal detector. Actually, it's Steve's. I get to dig the holes, and I love digging the holes and finding out what's in there. He thinks he's getting the best deal of this because he gets to wave the little wand around and make it go beep. But I'm the one that gets to get down in the dirt and dig the holes and get my hands in there and find the treasures. I'm gonna find the treasures.
Tell them what you'll find over there at the park.
I know. And we've got some old home places to do and some rivers to walk.
Are you gonna do Mimi's?
Yes, I'm gonna go back there on the old logging trail behind Mimi's house.
Oh, that'll be fun. I bet you'll find all kinds of stuff. And I don't get to go.
You can go do that one with us.
Okay.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. I'm Kimberly, and this is Bridget, and we are Essential Soap. And we have been doing what?
We've been making soap.
We've been making soap. And we've been making the salty, tingly peppermint and the
restful lavender.
And while we were making it, we was watching us some Digger Dan, wasn't we?
Mm-hmm.
We got our giggles on so bad.
Oh, yeah.
And we thought to ourselves, it is time we made a donation, right?
That's right.
And so high five. We made a donation to help support
the Rays of Sunshine.
The Rays of Sunshine, Deep Digger Dan's charity.
Yeah.
And also, we just wanted to say hi to
Deep Digger Dan.
Deep Digger Dan, and let you know that we love you. And we want to tell everybody out there, just go to YouTube and search for Deep Digger Dan, and then click on a video and get in the links and help make a child's life better. And by supporting
Rays of Sunshine charity
through Deep Digger Dan. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.